Good Friday morning,
Happy
Jen.
Friday, Kirk. How are
Yes,
you?
Wonderful. We're flying through February, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
And if you didn't get your sugar high this week with Valentine's Day, you're never going to get it.
No, you are not. So what's going on this weekend?
Well, I don't think we're doing much of anything. I think we're kind of just waiting around to kind of keep moving and have fun.
Yeah, same with us.
Yeah.
President's Day is Monday, so banks
That's
and the
right.
post office will be closed. So just a little reminder for that.
That's right. One of those holidays that just seems to get lost in the shuffle, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So, good. Well, let's talk a little real estate. What do you think?
Absolutely. Closings, this is a big week. We had 8 closings in Dickinson County. 5 were single family, 3 were condos, and one of those was on Big Spirit.
Absolutely. That's terrific. And new on the market this week, 7 properties were listed, 1 commercial, 6 residential, 4 were single family, 1 on West, and 1 went pending already, and 2 condos. So again, we're hanging in there for the dead of winter.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
seven listings is pretty good. We kind of said last week, and spring has sprung early around here, real estate wise at least.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So current Lakeshore is down a little bit. We have 13 properties, 4 single family homes on West, 1 land parcel. In West Okoboji Harbor, there's 1 single family home. Lower Gar's got 1 single family. Wahpeton Canals have 1 single family, and so does Minnewaska. East has 3 single families, so a lot of things moved off of East from last week.
Absolutely.
And Big Spirit's got 1. So
Yes. And the other stat we always try to keep track of is the number of current single-family homes in what we call the Greater Lakes area, and that stands at 48. Now, last week I think it was 52, so we're
Yep.
down a little. But we have this comment every day or every week
Yeah.
to you. It just hangs right around 50. You know, new coming on,
old
going off, sales going off. So it's still a good market for real estate around here.
It absolutely is.
Good.
And speaking of the market, let's talk about are we kind of doing our little like mini series on offers.
Yes.
And a lot of my clients, and we were just talking about this, a lot of people don't know like what the actual steps are after you like have agreed on an offer. So what are some of so it goes from you get an offer, you have an agreed upon offer, you're done negotiating at that point.
Accepted offer, everybody has signed everything.
Yep.
Everything gets signed.
Yes.
Earnest money gets deposited.
Yep.
And then,
If your offer has some contingencies, that's kind of the next step is to get those contingencies released and gone. So the difference, so in real estate, we have things go active contingent and then they go pended. And so let's talk about the difference between what those are first.
absolutely. The active contingent, and that's kind of a real estate term. I know it's amazingly confusing. Even sometimes we get confused in it. But basically, it's what Jen just said. You've got an accepted offer, but you have contingencies or items that need to be completed before you can go to what we call a true pended. And that is a status where you're just now working the time frame until you physically close.
Mm-hmm. You're cleared to close. You're just waiting for your closing date is all.
Absolutely. So that may, the point between active contingency and pending, it might be a home inspection, it might be financing, it could just be any number. It might be determining the lot lines. I mean, there's a whole lot of little steps in there that could entail
Yeah,
that are
absolutely.
necessary, and you want to make sure they are taken care of. And that's where a realtor can really make the difference, as opposed to you trying to do it yourself. And boy, oh boy, can there be headaches and disasters in that category.
When you don't do it every day and you aren't familiar with the ins and outs of what a home inspection entails or what it shouldn't entail or things like that, it's easier if you use a professional. Just
Absolutely. And you just want to make sure, I mean, we've said this before, it's probably the biggest investment you're ever going to make. And boy, you don't want anything to go wrong. You want to have that great, warm, good feeling at the end of the day when you do close and you move in.
Yeah.
So there's just a couple, 3 steps there, and they are extremely critical and important.
Yeah, fantastic. And so also now, since kind of out of COVID-ish, we've made the distinction between active contingent, where you can continue to show the property,
Yes.
and other realtors can continue to show it, and then active contingent no show, and that just means that nope, that property is not allowing any more showings, and you aren't able to view it, even if you're like, yeah, I want to make a backup offer. They're not doing that.
You can still make a backup
Yeah.
offer. Oftentimes it boils down to the seller just saying, you know what, I'm comfortable with this. I just don't, especially if they live there, it's a real inconvenience to have people coming through realtors. So oftentimes it will go to active contingent, no show.
Yep.
And at that point, then again, work through the contingencies, get to pended, and then get to close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So it's a number of steps. Everybody just assumes, oh, I make an offer and boom,
Close.
a couple months later I move in.
Yeah. No. Incorrect.
But that's what we want you to feel, that those are the steps, because we will take care of that. All those many steps along the way.
Absolutely.
All right?
Perfect. Well, make sure to like and follow us on social media.
Absolutely. We're doing more videos. We're posting more things. We're starting to have fun. Again, as the weather gets better,
Yes.
we'll do better and do more.
Yeah.
So enjoy. And again, like we said before, if there's a subject or a thought or anything that you would like us to
Let us know.
post or do, we'd love to. We live here. We think we know what's going on, but every once in a while you turn around and go, where'd that come from? So anyway, be a part of our show.
Cheers. Have
Cheers.
a great weekend.